I think the way you you can see me, but the meaning is, see, పరమ పావనమైన భారతావని యందు సహనం అన్నదే మనకు చక్కదనము. ఎస్పెషలీ ఇండియన్స్, in the entire world history, India never conquered in any other country.
I know that, yeah.
It never went to battle.
Yeah.
For any country. But today, the philosophy or the mindset becomes like a cruelty because of globalization or modernization. The people attract towards non-violence. We can see in the newspaper today.
Yeah.
And ప్రాణంబు కంటెను మానంబు ఘనమను ఘనసత్యశీలమే కఠిన తపము. In India, we are giving more priority to character, more priority, not for life even. But today you can see in Mumbai the dress culture of the women. So I don't want to criticize anyone's culture, because culture, there is no fixed definition. For example, when America says, yeah, shake hand. India says, namaskar. Or Arab countries, adab. So culture is differ. I don't want to criticize the culture. But culture means it's a uniqueness. Every country has their uniqueness. But we are losing. Our Indians losing our culture because of modernization. And at last, what I want to say, ఏనుగు ఎట్లు తన బలము నెరుగులేదో అటులైనారేనా భారతీయుల నేడు. For example, elephant is very mighty, but it doesn't identify its mightiness. The rider climbs on it and sits on it. And the elephant feels, oh, he is mightier than me. That's why he could able to sit on my back. And elephant bow down before him and ready to start what he is going to say. It acts and enacts. How the elephant unable to identify its hidden talent or hidden power, the Indians also become like that today. Indians always wants to be slaves today. India is a land of universities. India is introduced universities in world level. India is introduced zero. Without zero, can you imagine computer? Without zero, can you imagine mathematics, calculus, trigonometry? Everything introduced in India only. But Indians today unable to identify their hidden talents, hidden skills, and worked for like slaves in the world. Even MBA, MCA, MA, what are the post graduations they have, PhDs they have, highly qualifications they have, they always want to work under someone. If some notification comes from any multinational companies, they rush to work with them. How foolish it is, how foolish it is. That is my pain. So you have be with us. And as a native of American, what did you find the differences between your culture and my culture, and the interaction, or the, you just shared how you love more than your parents, your motherland, your father-in-law. So what did you find in our country? What I described now, do you accept them or not?
I will tell you, everything that you have described is, even for me, I find it very heartbreaking to see the culture being lost here.
Yes.
I moved from Chicago to Ahmedabad, and I felt that was so much more natural and easy. I felt moving to Mumbai, it was so difficult. And it was difficult in the sense that I was culture shocked because it was so westernized. I'm like, this isn't the India I love. This isn't the people, how they engage with warmth and heart. And it's taken a while for me to actually adapt into Mumbai. And anytime I get a chance to leave the city into other places, I'm like, this is amazing. I think a couple things that the most beautiful thing about this country is everywhere that you go, there's a different language, a different way that
Culture.
people dress and how they believe. And there's a beauty about that because from north to south, east to west, regardless of your culture, of your language, it's such a peaceful, loving country. And just as they haven't invaded to take over any other country in the world, but they've been invaded upon. And in modern society, that the country is being invaded upon, and there is a balance. Like, it's not going to be stopped, right? But I think with the education system, that teaching children to follow their dream and their passion. If you're good in the arts, and the arts, dance and music is such a strong part of Indian culture, why do we shy them away from it being part of their life? I mean, in my industry, my family thought I was crazy, thinking, what are you doing taking on a job? You went to med school and you're a fitness instructor, coach? Are you kidding me?
Yes.
But in the same sense, how many parents say you can achieve anything, follow your heart, and then we test them and we squash them down and say, oh no, but you can't do that. And a happier society, a more connected society are people who follow their dreams and follow their passion. I see every day people look at me and go, you came here to live for opportunity? And I'm like, it's a remarkable country. There's a lot of opportunity. But I work for myself. I have my own business. And I think nurturing a culture and the kids today and really believing themselves and teaching them how to think for themselves, but have their own business and entrepreneur that they'll want to grow within the culture. But I married an American-born Gujarati. उसको गुजराती नहीं बोलता है और हिंदी समझते हैं नहीं.
He can't speak Gujarati.
He can't understand or speak Hindi or Gujarati.
His
He
own
can
mother
understand
tongue.
some. He was never taught. And I am the first to tell his parents, why? It's sad. It's really a sad thing.
We are losing our own culture.
Yeah. Like,
own language. Even mother tongue we don't know.
Parent doesn't teach. That also is a...
And like when I moved to Bombay, like I hired a professor from the UP when I lived in Ahmedabad to teach me Hindi. I worked hard to work at it. And then for a year plus, I lived in Mumbai, and they're like, don't speak Hindi, don't speak English, speak English, speak English. Like,
We are stereotyping our own culture, our own language.
Yes.
and it's beautiful. It's such a beautiful culture and language.
The thing
But
is,
we are
I don't know
losing.
why we are losing it, why we are stereotyping. I don't know why we're looking at it as an inferior thing.
And it's not. And I mean, there's actually a movement, and you can see it in social media, and I think it's beautiful with the sari.
Yes.
And women photographing, like young women actually wearing and photographing like a sari a day.
Yes.
And it's, to me, I think it's the most beautiful form of clothing. It's just, there's everything. And, you know, when I see girls in Western wear all the time, well, I wear it too, but I love wearing saris. I love getting dressed up, and it's such a beautiful,
But we are
beautiful
losing
one.
that.
And it's, I think, by like in education, that more arts be brought in and nurtured into the system can help with that, of getting kids in touch with it. Because if we pull that out, this has happened in America, we pull all that out and it's like study to test for this and this and this, and don't worry about the arts.
We're giving more importance to engineering and medicine.
Yeah.
And arts, which talk about our
Which talk
culture,
about
is
the culture.
completely, avoided.
Yeah, and there's a balance. And China did this as well. They pulled it all from all their culture out of their school systems. And recently, in the past 3-4 years, they've realized that it's caused a lot of indiversity. There's no free thinking.
Yes.
And they're introducing that back into the system.